Hey, pre-algebra class, welcome to Heart Academy for April 17th. No, I said 17th, it's 4/17. I'm at April 22nd. The time is 4/17. So I did promise that I would do a video for your homework help for tonight. And today we did distributive property. Distributive property with solving equations. I say pre-algebra, this is algebra class, y'all know who you are. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, let's see, we took a look at the first page, and then we went down to the second page, I believe. And the second page is what's for homework, and you should have about 8 problems on the second page to do. So what I'm going to do is go to the second page, right? Skipping the first page because we kind of did that just as, for a warm-up a little bit. So this was not the homework part as far as I remember. So that's not the homework page. What we're going to do is page 10. And I think there's 8 problems left for you to do. Remember, on this page, don't worry about the fraction ones. So take out that and take out this one. There you go. And then we will do with what's left over. Okay, so I'm going to do question number 1, question number 2, just like we did in class. And then also I will go down and do question numbers 9 and question number 10. So out of the 8, that leaves you with 6 questions, okay? Well, maybe I'll do 3 of these, who knows. So if I do 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, I'll do 3. But just so that you have a visual of what to do next. So, here we go. First thing I'm going to do is take this and white it out. And so what we have here is a distributive property. So the first thing we're going to do is distribute what's on the outside of the parentheses into what's on the inside. So I'm going to take what's on the outside, which is 2, and I first multiply it with the x. So this is how I got 2x. Also take that 2 and multiply it with the positive 7. 2 times positive 7 is going to give me positive 14. Bring down the rest. There we go. And now, what I'll do from here, we're on the street, but I can see that I need to combine like terms, right? So I'm going to go ahead and combine like terms. The like terms I have are this 2x and an x. Remember, combine means to add. So I have a positive 2 and a positive 1. Don't forget, an invisible 1 right here. That's going to give me 3. And just bring the x with it. And then I'm going to add 14 plus the 14 equals 1. Okay, so now I'm going to solve the two-step equation. This is a two-step equation. First thing I'm going to do is get rid of what? Always get rid of the number that's not with the letter first. Okay? So the number that's with the letter, that's what I'm going to get rid of last. Always get rid of whatever else is with it. Don't touch anything on the other side that doesn't have the letter. Okay? Because remember, your job is to get this letter by itself. So first remove the positive 14. I'm going to do that by doing the opposite of what I see. If I see a plus 14, I'm going to a minus 14. Plus 14 or positive 14, same difference, right? So that means I'm going to minus 14 from both sides, like this. And what happens is I still have my 3x. That canceled out. Equals 20 minus 14, which is 6. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There. But remember, x is still not by itself, so I have one more step that I need to do, and that's to get rid of the 3. Anytime you see a number right next to a letter, it means multiply. So you will divide out the 3 here, and then divide out the 3 here. Here we go. So, and then what this means is x will go into 3 how many times? I'm going to put my answer right over here since I'm running out of space. This is going to be 1. Next, 3 will go into 6 how many times? Okay? 3 will go into 6 2 times. But we simply do this because 1s are invisible in algebra. So we can just simply say x equals 2 for this one. Okay? All right, I'm going to go over to number 2. There we go. Just erasing this out of the way so we can see it better. Voila. First, I'm going to distribute. I have 2 times x, it's 2x, 2 times -1, which is -2, plus 3x equals 3. There we go. All right, so now what I'm going to do is draw my street. Your x is over here. You've got 2 of them, so you're going to combine like terms first. I have a positive 2x and a positive 3x. Combine means add, so basically I'm looking at positive 2 plus positive 3. That should give me 5x minus 2 equals 3. Here we go. So now I have a regular 2-step equation left, and so I have a plus 2 here and plus 2 here. So I have 5x. This canceled out, equals 5. Cool, right? So, and then we have, okay, 5 is still not by itself, and so I will divide. Remember, anytime you have a number right next to a letter, it means multiply. So you got to do the opposite of what we see. So I'll divide 5 on this side, divide 5 on this side, right? So what I have here is, remember, 5 goes 5 one time, that's 1. The 1s are invisible, so just do your x. 5 goes to 5. This time your 1 is visible. So x equals 1. Assuming I did that right. 3, 4, 5. Let me just double check. That's 2 plus 3. That's 5. Minus 2 equals 3. Add 2 to both sides. Here you go. X equals 1. Okay, so let me go down here to 9 and 10. These are the ones I'll do for you. First thing, let's get rid of this ugly color. Ooh, I haven't done purple. That's pretty. Almost Easterish. Okay, so I have 2 on the outside, so I have 2 times 2 is 4x. 2 times a positive 3 is plus 6 minus, I think that's a minus 2, equals 5. I'm going to draw my street. Okay. Oh, look at this. This one's interesting because we do have like terms, but they're like terms without the x. See, there's only one x with the in this equation, with the 2 times 2 is 4x. But what I do have that are like terms are these coefficients. I have a plus 6 and a negative 2. So I'm going to combine those like terms. Why are they alike? I like to call them negative numbers. These are numbers that do not have a variable with it, don't have a letter with it, but you're still going to combine them. So I have 6 plus negative 2. If you're looking at your integer rules, and I hope you have that sheet, you would know that we had to subtract, keep the sign of the higher number. So this is actually just a positive 4. Bring down everything else. So I have my 4x. Remember, that was a positive 4, so you can put the sign back. And then I have equals 5. There we go. Now I have a regular equation, so I'll begin solving that. I subtracted 4 from both sides. So this means that there is 4x left equals 5 minus 4 is 1. All right, divide 4 on both sides. And if I did that right, I have a decimal answer. 0.25. I'm not sure if that was right. Let me try that one again. 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 3, 6. Minus 2, so that's minus 2, is 5. 4x. So 4x, and this is a positive 4. Right? Here, here. And if I did this right, it would be 0.25. Right? Okay, give me a second. I gotta see if that one's right, because usually we don't have decimals. Give me a minute. Hold on. Hold that thought. Okay, never mind. I checked and my answer is correct. So I was thinking that we weren't going to get a decimal answer, but we actually did. And technically, you could actually leave your answer as equal to 1/4, or I like to leave it as a not fractions. So I would divide, which means kick over and divide. And if you were to do this, you will get 0.25. So either answer will be correct for that one. Okay? If you got questions about that, just ask me tomorrow. And let's go with number 10. Here we go. 2 times 3, 6x. 2 times -1, it's -2, right? And then I see my plus +2, that's +2, so I know my answer is going to be positive. 2 times 4, 8x, and I know it's positive, right? And then 2 times 5, that's going to give me a positive 10. Bring down my 8. Okay, so now I get to combine like terms. Here we go. Let's see what like. Ooh, we got lots of like terms in this one. Check this out. I have a positive 6x. I have a positive 8x. There we go. So let's do these first. I have positive 6 and a positive 8. Combine means add, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is 12x. And then we're going to combine a -2 and a positive 10. Now this time when you combine, which means add, you have a negative plus a positive. So what are we going to do? I bet you know. Get the sheet. And if you realize you have the sheet in front of you, you have a negative plus a positive. If you weren't sure and we have a negative plus a positive, you will subtract. Keep the sign of the higher digit. If I subtract, I have 8. And if I notice, the 10 is a higher digit, so it's going to stay a positive 8. Then I will bring down this 8 on this side. Okay? So from here, what we do, right? That's right, get rid of the 8 first. Here, and then here. And then we have our 12x is the only thing that's left. Take that off. 8 minus 8, 0. But guess what? The 12 is still not by itself, so we will divide. Divide by 12. Divide by 12. Right? So now we have, remember that cancels out, x equals 0. And there you are for that one. So it looks like if I did 2 and there was 8 problems that were left, right? And I did 2 other ones that I know we didn't do in class, I think you have about 6 problems left. So I want you to try those 6 problems. If you have any questions, we'll go over it in class. See you tomorrow. Thanks.